What up, y'all? Hi, guys. Good to see you again. Just listening to a little of the new Lennon Stella album. Have you guys listened? It's great. Welcome back. Episode 2 of Season 5 of Katelyn at Noon, Tarver Time, Tarver Talks. It's been a lot of things thrown out, and I think I still want to see what's out there. Thanks for coming back, everybody. We have a really exciting show today. Cam Avery is joining me. I think you guys are really gonna love him. He is in he's in Tame Impala's band, tours with them, plays bass. We've written together. Overall, just a nice guy. I think you guys are really gonna love him. Just gonna fall in love. But before I bring him in, I wanted to bring something up that's, food related, of course. Something I've been wondering. I feel like snacks are obviously making a resurgence right now. And so I recently made a peanut butter and jelly, which is a very childhood snack, but really delicious. And something that I've just never figured out, I've never heard anyone say, is, so when you're making the PB&J, you start with the peanut butter, you put it on some bread, and then when you go to put on the jelly, what do you do with the peanut butter that's still on the knife? Like, do you just kind of wipe it, give it a quick, scrape on the side of the peanut butter jar or whatever case? Why do I not know what that's called? Can? And then put it into the jelly, because then you get peanut butter in the jelly, and that... I haven't quite figured that out, except for just wiping the entire knife. But then you're, wasting a paper towel or, getting something dirty with the peanut butter, which feels like a waste. Like I said, this is really important. I'd love your thoughts. And maybe, so far I'm getting a lot of PB&J is nasty, which I didn't expect, to be honest, because they're not. Anyway, maybe Cam has some thoughts on this. I did not prep him on this, so he might not. But let's see if we can go ahead and get him in here and get...
Is it working?
Hello? Oh,
Hello?
no, it's only half your face.
Can you see me?
There you are. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you.
I'm good. I liked your little explorations in PB&J right there. It gave me a chuckle.
It's really been on my mind. Did you, I know you're from Australia.
Yeah.
Did you guys eat PB&J there?
Yeah, I think I started doing that more when I watched American movies. I was like, Mom, I want a peanut butter and jelly. She's like, what's jelly? Because we call it jam.
Right.
It's preserved. I don't know. But
Right. They call it jam here too.
I remember seeing it. What fucking movie was it? I saw it in maybe Rookie of the Year or something, or The Sandlot or something in one of those movies. And I was just like,
very
what is that? What is that?
Did you like them?
Did what?
Do you like peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and jam or?
Yeah, I got into it. I'm not a big bread eater.
What?
But I remember doing it. I remember doing it as a thing, just because the kids in the movie were doing it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was trendy. How are you doing right now? Thanks for joining me today.
I'm good. I was just actually messing around with some songs this morning.
Nice.
I washed my hair.
Wow.
The self-care, I've been seeing a lot of that on the internet.
Yeah, making some big moves.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I don't know. I just got back from. I went to Woodstock for a week and see some friends of mine. So I've been doing that. It was my birthday on the weekend.
Oh, happy
So
birthday!
I apologize for anyone that I drank too much wine and I put on Gypsy Kings. I think I FaceTimed a couple of people. So
Nice.
those people are there. Like I'm pretty sure my friends like you called me last night. I was like, what did I say? He's like, you were going Bambaleo, and then I couldn't see what you were doing, and then there was a fire, and then you cut out. So I don't know. So it's like, I'm not going to do that again.
Well, I'm sure it was forgiven. I mean, we're all kind of getting a pass for a lot of stuff right now, I think.
Yeah, for that kind of behavior.
Yeah. So you're in New York, right?
Yeah. It's a beautiful day today outside.
Oh, good. That's good.
A lot of my friends are up on the roof playing board games and stuff.
Oh, that's nice. I'm really sorry to keep you away from that.
No. It's fine.
Do you like board games? Like, do you like playing games?
Yeah. I'm a big chess nut.
Really?
I was kind of into it. My friend Danny's trying to teach me because I'm kind of crap. I love it, but I'm terrible.
Yeah.
So I play it online. I've been playing online with my friend Tom and my friend Danny. So I have the chess there. I've got a couple of chess boards, so I'm good. I'm like not great at it, but I'm getting better at it. Like I get worked every single time. I end up, if you've ever played chess, you end up with just like moving like one away, so they can't it's just like a circular thing round.
I've tried to play chess once. It was tough. I was like,
I've never.
Games, but
that's what I said to like my friend, and a lot of my friends don't want to play with me purely for the fact that it's like it's too hard. It's too fucking hard.
It's kind of hard. Yeah,
I like chess. I love playing cards. But yeah, I've been trying to get my friends into like an online poker thing. So
yeah. I've been rediscovering words with friends on my phone during this quarantine.
Love Scrabble.
Yeah,
Scrabble.
Let's go.
The funniest one is Julian, the drummer in Kampala. He's French, obviously, and English is his second language, and so he's like, it's sort of like he speaks perfect English, but he's like sort of learns new words every now and then. Like he's like, oh, and then so Jay, who does not speak, he speaks like 3 sentences of French, started playing Julian in French on Word with Friend. And Jay was just like, Jay started cheating. He started just mushing letters to see if that was a word, and getting like a point score. And Julian, you hear Julian yell from like the other room. He's like, "Hey, do you know what that means?" Like, I don't know what it means.
That's the good thing about it, because I find myself doing that in English. Like I'll just kind of throw things together and be like,
maybe that you can be my new Words with Friends opponent.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I'll call you out on that stuff. I'm like, what definition?
Do what?
I'll call you out on that kind of stuff, like definition.
Yeah, you'll be like, Katelyn, do you know what that word means? I'll be like, oh, you now. Yeah. Anyway, well, so you are from Australia. You've been playing into music for like most of your life, right?
Yeah. I when I was little, my mum always encouraged me to. My mum used to do there was like a wine cruise in Perth in my hometown, but ran from like Fremantle, which was the port town where I was born, to the city. So hi everyone. Actually, no, it's probably 3 a.m. now. It's listening. It's but like my mum used to sing on the boats. It was like the floor. She was like the entertainment, and that's how she met my dad, who drove the boat.
Oh wow!
Together and had me. So my mum was always doing it was always like a second thing for her. Like she was only 24, 25 or something. So she would just do at the casino, or she would do one of the things, and she'd just do Proud Mary and shit. And so my mum's an amazing singer, way better singer than I am. And so she obviously had 2 kids at age 20, so it's like
yeah.
So that took a backseat, but she always encouraged me. And then so when I think I was 6, I was in the choir. She got me piano lessons when I was 8. I can't read music, and I'm dyslexic.
Okay.
So I can't read. So I'm just stuff like that. I'm really hard. I can't figure that stuff out. So
yeah,
I quit playing music until I was 15. I was a weird looking kid with braces. And then I think my plan when I was 15 was like, if I can play guitar, then I'm gonna get a girlfriend. That was my motivation. But yeah,
nice. And then
yeah,
you were in a
I
bunch
started
of
playing in bands when I was like, I started playing in bands when I was like 17. Like a year after I learned how to play guitar, I started playing in bands.
yeah. I feel like I was looking you up and it was like your Wikipedia listed like I started like losing count of how many bands. Like it said you had joined over the course of your life.
It was very incestuous in Perth.
Yeah.
Like I was in like so say I was the drummer in Pond for a while, which is shares 3 members of Katelyn and so I was a drummer in Pond, but then I also played in the singer's solo project, and then the singer and I made our own solo project together, like another like side band.
Right.
And whoever else had a gig that week, like, can you play bass for me this week? Such kind of do it. So there was like always stuff like that. Like that was always fun. Like so everyone played in everyone's band.
Yeah. I mean that's what it seemed like, which is really cool. So how did you end up joining Tame Impala? Like how did you
I was a drummer in Pond for like 4 years, 3 or 4 years. Like we did the first shows that they ever did in America. I mean, it was like Southwest 2012, I want to say. I think.
Okay.
So, like there's some funny pictures from back then. I mean, I don't look much different to what I do now, but I was like the other day, I was saying, man, you should see pictures of us when we were kids. We used to wear flares and have beards and stuff, and I was just like, I've still got flares on. I'm still got a beard and like I haven't. But yeah, so we did that, and then I was in that band, and I was roommates with Kevin at the time. He just put out In the Speaker. And we were buddies. And then my band, I was in a band called The Growl, which was like my solo moniker that I used. And that was like me trying to be Nick Cave.
Right.
It was like 2 drummers and just like blues.
Oh my god.
And so then my band was opening for Tame Impala on this Australian tour and American tour. And then midway through that tour, Kevin was like, "Can you play bass?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, man." And then that was it. That was like 6-7 years ago, I think. Yeah.
So a very, very official invite into the band. Very ceremonial.
Like we were having a beer after the show. He's like, "So next tour, bass?" I was like, "I can't play bass." He's like, "I've seen you play bass. You can play bass." Because I didn't play bass in a band before.
Oh, really?
I played bass in Tame. No, I was a drummer.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought you said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
drums. I could play guitar and stuff, but like the first instrument I got really good at. Not that I am good at. Like first one that I played in a band for a long time was drums.
Okay.
And, yeah, and then Kevin got me to play bass, and then that was it. So now
we're freaking out at the idea of him being like, "Do you want to play bass?" And you're like, sure.
I have a faint memory of him asking me before. Like I think he asked me like before the first album came out, and I was like, "No, dude, I'm cool, I'm busy."
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I was doing something else, and then and then I was still living with him, and then the band got huge, and I was like, "Damn it."
Yeah, right. I should have maybe thought that over.
Thank God.
Yeah. So you've been playing with them or with Kevin in Tame Impala since what, like 2013-ish?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And you guys have just played everywhere, huge shows. Like, has it been? I would guess it's been amazing to be a part of that.
It's been pretty surreal. Like,
yeah.
Because it is for all intents and purposes, it was just like a band that my friend started, that my friend,
right,
and it gets bigger and bigger. Like the last shows we did were at the fucking Forum. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like when my agent called me, he was like, we're doing 2 nights at Madison Square Garden. I was like, what is this reality?
Yeah, you're like, wait, what? This is just my buddy.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
you have like a favorite? I mean, you've played so many cool ones. Like I was at Coachella last year when you guys headlined, and it was insane. Do you have a favorite show that you've played with Tame that like stands out?
It's tough. Like you love them for different reasons.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to play the Garden, so that was special. Like I love New York, and so that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
And it's like a I don't like playing favorites, but it's like an echo chamber in there.
Yeah.
And you're just like, whoa. I don't know. Anything in like South America and Mexico is amazing. Like
Yeah.
sometimes the crowds down there, I find like even sing the lyrics to same songs louder than English speaking countries. Like,
Right.
yeah. So I love playing in Mexico City a lot. I don't know. Everywhere, man, London's crazy. I don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's hard to pick one. It's hard to pick one, but there's like, and you also when you're in a different place, it's kind of like you love you're not anywhere near comparing like where you were the night before or anything like that. It's sort of just like the whole day of like the experience. Like I remember being in Canada and like that was one of the most memorable shows because I was like, man, I had a whole day there and I went on a walk and I went to a bookshop so it's sort of like I don't know. But as far as the shows, I think like yeah, I don't know. It'd be tough. It'd be like MSG or Mexico City or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean MSG is pretty memorable.
Yeah, I just remember like saying that, and I felt like a dick, like saying that to people. Like, it was like I was arguing, I'm playing a gig on the weekend. You want to come? And they're like, yeah, it's my friends who like live in my neighborhood.
Right.
So I was like, they're like, what are you playing? I was like, no, man, what's going on? And it was just like, what?
It's just like, I'm sorry.
Like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right.
cool.
Madison Square Garden. Sure.
Like, ask me.
Yeah. And that's so cool. I mean, what a ride you guys have been on with that. Like that's such
we're
part.
lucky. Like we're from like the most isolated major city on earth. Like it's. I mean, which is a great place to be now. I was FaceTiming with Jay the other day, and he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty chill over here." I mean, everyone's on lockdown, but like I think there's only like 500 confirmed cases in Perth or something like that.
Right.
They're like, "How you going over here?" I was like, "It's a little different."
Yeah, it's a little different. Weren't
different.
like Tom Hanks and Rita in Australia when they said that they got corona? I mean, not in Perth, I guess.
I didn't know. I wasn't watching the news, and I remember going like, "What? Why is Tom Hanks in Australia? And why is he like
corona?"
It was like that was like the headline.
Yeah.
That was like the headline. That was like the takeaway in the front of I think my local like newspaper.
Yeah.
And I was like, "See, Tom Hanks got it." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Oh god.
I mean, it's really positive vibes over here in New York, even though it's been rough. They had the Blue Angels, and the U.S. Air Force did a flyover like about 2 hours ago.
Aww.
Look, I'm sitting inside and I hear this like,
yeah.
You hear this thing go. They did it for the health workers and stuff, and everyone's pitching in. Governor Cuomo's doing a great job, and it's all like everyone's looking after one another.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's a little bit of like some solidarity happening amidst like all the chaos, which is
cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever like spoken FaceTime so many people. It's probably because they're so bored. Like they were just like, what's Cam doing?
Yeah. So you obviously do your own music as well. Like you put out an album and continue to write your own music. I mean, has working with Kevin and being in Tame influenced your own music, or is it all?
Well, he's as far as like an influence, he's like the reason he gave me my first 8-track and showed me how to like record myself.
Okay.
How to do that. Like I didn't really know how to do it. He had an 8-track and he was I think he was working. I don't know what he was working on in the house. He was working on in a speaker. I don't even think anything was out yet. And because when we were roommates, way before it's like 2011, 2010 or something, I think. Anyway, he gave me that, like, and he was always encouraging me to do my own solo stuff, and was monumental, and just an inspire. He's like my big brother. Like, it was just like inspired. He's been probably the biggest inspiration that I've had in my life ever. Like he's just like, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
And tell me how to do it, and so Kevin was monumental in me even wanting to be a solo artist.
Oh wow!
Or feeling like I could be.
Yeah.
And like I had a band and stuff, but I never really had. And really like his bravery and his conviction in the way that he makes music, and also like you don't know how to do something, teach yourself how to do it. You know, like I didn't know how to play drums, so I was just like, I'm gonna learn. I didn't know how to, you know, be all those little skills and stuff. Being a producer, like producing albums, and
Yeah.
how to use Ableton, how to like
Right.
produce my own music. Because like my last album was I produced most of it, and like no, and it was mostly written and produced by me, and then Jonathan Wilson did one song with me as well. But yeah, and then since then it's just been so busy with training and stuff, and started working on all this other stuff. So, but now I sort of now have had time. It's kind of this weird blessing in disguise. I've had time. Went through my hard drive. I was like, oh yeah. I found like some stuff that I hadn't touched in years.
Yeah.
So, and then so I've just sort of been pulling that stuff out and putting some more stuff together, and I don't know, sort of just like I don't know. It's been fun. It's been fun the last couple of weeks. I think I might try and get an album out in the next couple of months, just because I've got time to. You know?
Right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I know that we've written a song together.
I listened to it for this morning.
Yeah. You said it to me. That's like, oh, this is pretty cool.
I want to keep there's all those like demo-y sounds of you going, like, yeah, cool. Like, I want to try and like keep all of your like initial demo takes.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe that will see the light of day one day. But is that something that you like doing, working with other artists? Is that something you want to get into more? Like,
yeah. I mean, like I love writing. I've been writing for some other people and stuff. One of my friends is a big producer in LA, and I sent him something, and he was like, it's like this really sort of uplifting song that I wrote like years ago.
Yeah.
Called "We're All in This Together." And I just was like going through my hard drive. I was like, what's this? And I clicked on it, and I was just like, oh my god, I completely forgot about this. And it's super like, can you hear that?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know, maybe it's like super uplifting. Can you hear that?
You play it again? Yeah.
Barely?
Yeah, I can hear
it. Anyway, actually, I'll show it to you later. It's
hey, there's no format here. You can play it if you want.
Really no, but I don't know if it'll like translate on this. But it's like, yes, we're all in this together. Yes, we're all in this. It's super. I don't know. Or maybe I'll record it and put it on the internet or something.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a very timely message.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, Jesus, this is weird.
Yeah. I know, I feel like I find that happening recently, like a lot of, I mean, even some of my songs that I'm going back and listening to in the context of what's happening now, I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah. It's strange listening to your own music sometimes. Like some stuff I can't. Like I can't.
Yeah, right.
There's some stuff like I don't know. So yeah. So to answer your question, I get sidetracked really easily. I'm really sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
I've started writing for other people just to have something to do, and I love some stuff is like. Is really fun when you start playing with stuff that you know usually like it's not really in my canon, like so like if it's more like radio ready stuff, or if it's like folkier stuff, or it's sort of that's what I do like about it, because sometimes like as soon as you put that music in your voice, you're just like, oh, like as soon as you have to be the conduit of the message, whatever the art's saying. It's,
yeah.
A little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I've been doing that and working in scoring. Like, I sort of made a shift into working more in film in the last 6 months.
Yeah, fun. I know. I was going to ask you about that. I know that you've been kind of dipping into like, I think you wrote a screenplay. You're now scoring a movie. Like, has that been something that you've always wanted to kind of get into, or did you just find yourself in it? Like,
yeah, right. I've always wanted to score. Like, my heroes are like Tom Waits and that, like, and I love film. Like, I'm such a junkie for film and stories and stuff. And sometimes you can't always tell a story, song, So I love storytelling in general. I think it first occurred to me that it would be possible for me to write a screenplay when I wrote. There's a spoken word song on my last album called Whoever Said Gambling's for Suckers, and it's like a story about this guy in a bar, and to listen to it. It's like, and I just did it a cappella. I did it with a drummer and a bass player and this gospel singer, and a couple of gospel singers, and then so that's, and then my friend was like, this is a really cool little story, like, do you write stories? And I was like, I've written stuff, but it's all just sitting on my computer. And then a friend of mine, Pete Farrelly, he's my neighbor when I was living in Ohio. He wrote the Green Book.
Oh, okay.
And Pete Farrelly did this. Well, I didn't know this. I knew who he was. Like, he was just my neighbor when I was living in Ohio. He did like Dumb and Dumber, Something About Mary, Kingpin, Shallow Hal, like.
Just a few classics.
The Farrelly Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Went on for that. And he was like, here, I've got this final draft program. Because he's like, I've already got it, and someone gave it to me at a conference or something. And so he gave it to me. So I started doing it. So I've written 2 or 3.
Oh, wow.
One's been shot. One we were going to shoot in Italy, and then Armageddon happened. And then, I don't know. I love it. I love
feature length screenplay, or like a short, or
one's a short. Yeah, they're all in it. One's like in a really stock short format where like the story arc is like what? Like it's like the other one is with me in it, which I'm terrified about.
Oh.
But like I am because I'm kind of editing it now as well, so I'm sitting on that.
Oh no, that's brutal. Having to watch yourself do anything, ugh.
Yeah.
That's
like, I don't know. Anyway, there's that one, and that one's like it's based around psychology, and I might even put out like the short. That's about 18 minutes long. One's about 10, one's about 18 minutes. So both shorts, but the longer one is like it's not as it meanders. It's more about like it's a more cerebral thing rather than just like a story.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So.
Nice. I mean, I am in TV and act, and also write music, and get asked about it a lot. Of like, how, which one do you like more? Like, how do you balance them both? And to me, I'm always like, they're very different, but for me, it also feels like they're very similar in my brain. Like, so it makes sense to me. I just wondered if you were the same. Like, for me, I'm like, oh, like, when I go act or when I read a thing, it's like almost a similar like reaction to like trying to write a song or trying to get the emotion, expressed in a song. I'm sort of bringing those same thoughts to like reading a script or
I have 2, like in my solo stuff. There's always a story, and to the point where it sort of frustrates some people that I write with, because I'm like, no, that's not what it's about.
Right.
So there's that, which I find is a lot like, I don't know, like songwriting. I'm always sort of, there's always a cinematic time in my mind, and I can't help it. I've been writing other stuff for like some music that you and me are working on, but then if it's my stuff and I have to sing it, it always just ends up sounding like a fucking movie score, because I can't help it. Like, like it has to have this like this cinema thing to it. Yeah. And everyone's like, why can't it just be like a little indie thing? And I'm like, I don't know. It's got to be a bit more grandiose than that.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
But then there's the other side of my music. If I'm gonna define it, is that, and one of my friends call me that, is my friend Mark calls me that. He calls me a musical jock. Like, he's like, because I was quite sporty when I was a kid. He's like, he's like, yeah, you just learn the bass and then you're good at it, and you learn the he's like that's a little bit different. But Tame, I know live we play the songs differently live. It's definitely an open thing. Obviously, Kevin makes the records.
Yeah.
It like doesn't let anyone else touch them, and then not for a couple of records at least. And then, but live is very much an open, like for like we argue a lot actually. It's quite fun. It's funny. It's quite funny being a fly on the wall to when we're rehearsing a thing. Just like, no, yeah, you would say that.
Oh god.
Or like Jay, what was it Kev said last time we were rehearsing? We had this whiteboard. We had all the songs. Like, what are we going to play? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, what if I did this? Because we talked about production. And Kev goes, yeah, I like that. Like, see, Kev's more of a moment guy. Whereas Jay's like cool. Like Jay's like, Jay's like a bit more understated, a lot cooler.
Right.
Yeah, you're a lot cheesier and like got these.
Right. You're coming in with the big, grandiose ideas.
Yeah, like generally the wanky, the big ideas.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? I should come in from the ceiling.
Yeah. I mean,
so I don't know. There's two modes. To answer your question, there's two modes like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I'm only acted in like the stuff that I've written, so it's just basically playing me.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense if you kind of have a cinematic brain and mind and see things that way, that you would eventually end up trying to be in front of the camera. I mean, you just got it.
Yeah, I'm hesitant. But
I think it'd be great.
I said to my friend, I was like, no, man, what I say? No, man, I'm not going to be in anything unless I've like written it. And he's like, he's like, get over yourself.
Oh, well, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see all of that.
Yeah, I mean, I love making films. I think it's like, it was probably, now that I think about it, pretty inevitable.
Yeah.
Pivot. You know, if I could make a film, you know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, I mean, eventually, hopefully, we'll all get to work on stuff again like that.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I don't know if I have any shows now for a long time. Don't quote me on this.
Tame Paul is getting ready to do a big tour this year.
Yeah, we did a month of pre-production.
Oh my god!
Like just getting all the lasers and all the lights and all the stuff, and then it was just like we're getting close to the first show in San Diego, and I'm like, is any of this tour going to get cancelled? Like, nah. And then like a week later, it was just like,
yeah.
And yeah, we cancelled. I think yesterday was announced that we cancelled our obviously our May US tour, and it was like,
I know.
And, yeah, I didn't know how sorry people are going to be feeling for musicians. You know, like our job is 15,000 people in a stadium, and I don't know how keen they're going to be to like. I was thinking about this the other day, whether it's going to be one or the other. Like people are either going to be, because even I find myself, I don't know if you've been doing this, if I'm watching TV and it's like something that was shot like years ago, and you see them like touch their mouth, you're like, oh,
I know.
Or like it was like I was watching 30 Rock the other day, and like Liz Lemon was sharing a glass with Jack Donaghy, and I was like, oh,
what are they doing?
And then so it could be that, and
Yeah.
no, but people could have that plan in their mind, or it could be like people are so jonesing to go dance around with 10,000 other people. It could be either way. You know?
Gosh, yeah, I've never been much of like a germaphobe. Like, I've been super like worried about the glass and like germs. And now, obviously, I'm having the same reactions, like watching movies and being like, why are there so many people in one place? What are they doing?
Yeah.
But I'm like, I wonder if that's gonna stick once things sort of like even out again. I feel like me personally, I'm thinking I'll be excited to kind of get back out there and be around a bunch of people again.
Man, I can't wait. Like, I think, you know what I miss the most? I miss going to the pub. Like, me and my friend upstate were talking about this. Like, I was like, living in New York is amazing. It's my favorite place on earth. You know?
Yeah.
But it's like, but if you take away like going to the pub and all the restaurants and the bars and stuff like that, you're like, what is this? What
do I hear? What do I do here? I know it's the same with LA.
So it's like, it is very much, but I'm very much a people person.
Yeah.
Like, even creating, like, I was like, half the time I'm writing songs about like a conversation that I've had with someone. Like,
I know.
You know.
Yeah. Same.
So that's definitely different. I really miss, like, we used to go. I miss playing pool and going to the pub with my friends. Like, I miss hugging people. I'm a hugger.
I know. Good kid in here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
My friend who both had because I got the coronavirus like 7 weeks ago. So
Oh my gosh.
8 weeks
What?
ago. Doing my friend who both have it, we saw each other on the street. We're like, "Hey, give me a hug."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's so scary.
but
Well,
it
glad
is.
you're
It is
okay.
scary. And I'm in saying that I wasn't out of the house for anything other than going to the shop.
Yes,
So
that's good. That's
stay
good.
home, everyone.
Yeah.
How we doing?
Well, I'd love to hear you play a little song if you want to.
Yeah, I was humming and ahhing for ages this morning.
I know. I
I was
really
like,
get kind of
should I
breaking
play
on
a
you.
cover? Should I
Like,
play
and
this?
I'm sure the people would love to hear you sing, and you're like,
Well, it could be. I don't know. Can you hear that all right?
yeah.
All right.
What are you gonna play?
I don't know. I was playing this. You know that band Timber Tombra?
Sorry, say it again.
You know that band Timber Tombra? It's like they're from Canada.
I don't know if I do.
They're really cool. I was playing there like there's a song called Grand Canyon that's just cool. Actually, I'll play one of my ones. I wrote this song like 6 months ago. I've been messing around with it the last week.
Okay.
The song is called Old Friends of the New Testimony.
Okay.
I knew a piper. He was all dressed in black. The voice of an angel. He bought his garments at Sky. On the lamb with a piper was Hawking, Abel, and Cain. With a face tattoo, singing Cohen's blues, he graced the stage and he sold the truth of love and possession, trust and lessons how to smile, a drug as a weapon, come down for a while. But I'm flipping rhinestones, and I still smoke to pass the time. I'm still scared of photographs adrift in a ride. South of the Lancey, with a kitten of sorts, her caffeine, her kisses, her jade and her quartz. Oh, the dive bars in Gotham never saw quite a pair. Her dirty jokes, expensive coats, she flipped a coin, and that's all she wrote of love and possession, trust and lessons how to lie, a cool disposition, the friends that abide. But I'm flipping rhinestones, I still smoke to pass the time. I still pose for photographs adrift in a ride. I'm still skipping breakfast. I'm still checking in online. Still trash talking about wire walking over glass tables with the aux cable. Baby, I'm hopping boxcars and tires still rumble through the night. I'm still fond of phonographs, drifting right, baby. I'm flipping rhinestones. I still smoke to pass the time. I'm still scared of photographs, drifting right. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Woo! Also, I have this today.
You what? Okay. You have to get canned laughter as well after that now. You have it on a foot switch.
I found that on YouTube and I was like, I think that's necessary.
That
was
has to be.
awesome.
If you're doing talk show, you're gonna have a bit of canned laughter, a bit of,
What'd you say?
You've got to get a producer so you can get some canned laughter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm looking to hire. Okay.
Next time I do a show, I want to see you with a desk with a little microphone.
I know. I know. I gotta up my set really soon.
If we're stuck in here for a while, man, I'll be your Paul Schaefer if you want. We can do something.
I'll throw it over to you.
Just throw some zingers off me.
Exactly. You can be my wingman. Well, that was awesome, Cam. Thanks for playing that and for coming on today. I mean, it's been so fun to talk to you, and I'm sure everyone has just been loving it and enjoying it. And yeah, that was really awesome.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. I haven't. This is the second time I've ever gone live.
I know. Yeah, the first time it went a little shaky, right?
It was like, yeah, I'm gonna go live, and I pushed live, and then I figured it would be like, it would count me in or something like that. And I was farting around like over here somewhere, and then I just went like, wait a second.
Wait, we're on? Yeah, no, it happens fast. Yeah. But yeah, I really appreciate you coming on. This has been such a treat, even for me to just get to talk to you. I mean, I hope everyone's enjoyed it. No, I have.
Yeah, I mean, like that's what I mean. It's been a while since we've hung out, so we'll have to do it again. I'll come back on one of the later seasons if you want.
Yes, and feel free to FaceTime me anytime after you've had a couple glasses of wine, and I'll join you.
Man, I can do some Gypsy Kings for you if you want. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
It's like,
Oh, yeah. Perfect. All right, Cam. Well, I'll let you go and go play games with your friends on the roof and enjoy this nice day. Thanks for coming on.
Words with friends.
Words with friends. Yeah, I'll see you on there.
I'll speak to you soon. Stay safe. See you, bye.
All right. Bye, Cam. Thanks. Woo! One more time. Oh. Just makes me feel good. Cam Avery, everybody. See? Don't you love him? Such a nice guy. And so talented, so creative. I feel like his skill set is just kind of endless, and he really can do it all. So check him out, follow him, keep up with him. He's for sure going to be a part of the cool stuff. Already has been, already is. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that today. Tomorrow I will be talking to my good friend and hit songwriter, artist, vocal, just beast, Jay Hart. So it's going to be really good. So be sure to tune back in tomorrow. As always, at noon Pacific. Katelyn, at noon. Maybe that's the one that sticks, even though the time zone thing. All right, cool. Well, guys, have a good day. Have a great Tuesday. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Hope you guys have a good night or day.